In today's digital era, online learning has revolutionized the way education is delivered, making knowledge accessible to anyone with an internet connection. This transformation brings with it remarkable flexibility and convenience, allowing learners to study at their own pace and from virtually anywhere. However, this shift also introduces unique psychological challenges, particularly when it comes to sustaining motivation. Many students find it difficult to remain engaged and committed in virtual environments compared to traditional classrooms. The absence of physical presence, immediate feedback, and structured routines can make it harder to stay focused and driven. Understanding how online learning affects motivation is crucial for both educators and learners, as it shapes the effectiveness and satisfaction of the educational experience. To grasp the impact of online learning on motivation, it's essential to explore key psychological theories. Motivation in learning refers to the internal drive that initiates, sustains, and directs goal-oriented behavior. It determines how much effort and persistence a learner invests in achieving academic goals. There are two main types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation is fueled by curiosity, interest, and the enjoyment of learning itself, while extrinsic motivation is driven by external rewards or pressures such as grades, certificates, or social expectations. One influential framework is the self-determination theory, developed by Deti and Ryan. This theory highlights three basic psychological needs: autonomy, competence, and relatedness. Autonomy is the sense of control over one's learning. Competence is the belief in one's ability to succeed, and relatedness is the feeling of connectedness with others. Online learning environments can either support or hinder these needs, depending on their design. Another important concept is cognitive load theory, introduced by Sweller. When online platforms overwhelm students with excessive information, cognitive overload can occur, reducing both motivation and engagement. Expectancy value theory, proposed by Eccles and Wigfield, suggests that motivation depends on students' beliefs about their likelihood of success and the value they assign to the learning task. If a course interface is confusing or the content seems irrelevant, motivation can quickly decline. Several factors influence motivation in online learning environments. One major challenge is the lack of social presence. Without face-to-face interactions, students may feel isolated, which can decrease their sense of relatedness and consequently their motivation. Autonomy and self-regulation are also critical. While online learning offers flexibility, it demands a higher level of self-management. Students who are not accustomed to organizing their own schedules or setting personal goals may struggle to stay motivated. Immediate feedback is another important factor. In traditional classrooms, students receive real-time responses from teachers and peers, which reinforces their motivation. In online settings, delays in feedback can leave learners feeling disconnected and uncertain about their progress. Technological barriers, such as technical difficulties or poorly designed platforms, can further frustrate learners and erode their motivation. These challenges highlight the need for thoughtful design and support in virtual learning environments. To address these challenges, educators and instructional designers can implement several strategies to enhance motivation in online learning. Building social connection is vital. Incorporating group discussions, peer feedback, and interactive communities helps foster a sense of relatedness among learners. Supporting autonomy is equally important. Allowing students to choose their pace, topics, or assessment styles empowers them to take ownership of their learning journey. Providing timely and constructive feedback keeps learners engaged and reinforces their progress. Prompt responses from instructors or automated systems can make a significant difference in maintaining motivation. Designing platforms for clarity and usability is also crucial. User-friendly interfaces and well-organized content reduce cognitive load, freeing up mental resources for meaningful learning. By addressing these psychological needs, online learning environments can become more engaging and supportive. Beyond foundational strategies, advanced techniques can further sustain motivation in online learning. Gamification elements, such as points, badges, and leaderboards, tap into learners' competitive and achievement-oriented drives, making the learning process more engaging. Goal-setting features within digital platforms allow students to set, track, and reflect on personal goals, reinforcing their commitment and motivation. Adaptive learning technologies, powered by artificial intelligence, personalize content based on individual performance. These systems provide challenges at the right level, preventing boredom or frustration and maintaining motivation. Video-based instruction that includes instructors' faces, voices, and gestures can foster a stronger sense of social presence, making the learning experience feel more personal and engaging. These advanced strategies leverage technology to create dynamic and motivating online environments. The impact of these strategies is evident in various real-world contexts. In corporate training, companies using interactive online modules report greater success when platforms include human support structures and opportunities for collaboration. University online programs that integrate collaborative projects, discussion boards, and mentorships tend to have higher retention and motivation rates compared to those relying solely on self-paced modules. Massive open online courses, or MOOCs, often face low completion rates due to a lack of social connection and immediate feedback. However, incorporating peer review and live question and answer sessions can help mitigate these challenges. These examples demonstrate that the design and implementation of online learning environments play a critical role in sustaining motivation and engagement. The psychological and educational implications of online learning are far-reaching. Ensuring equity and access is fundamental. All learners need reliable internet connections and technical support to participate fully and stay motivated. Balancing autonomy with structure is also essential. While online learning promotes independence, too much freedom can overwhelm some students. Structured guidance, clear milestones, and regular check-ins help sustain motivation. Supporting metacognition, or the ability to reflect on one's own learning process, is another key factor. Encouraging students to assess their progress, identify challenges, and celebrate successes fosters self-awareness and motivation. The role of the teacher as a facilitator remains crucial. Educators' presence, empathy, and responsiveness significantly affect learners' sense of belonging and motivation, even in virtual spaces. Is online learning less motivating than face-to-face learning? It can be, especially if social presence and timely feedback are lacking. However, well-designed online environments can be equally motivating. How can teachers build relationships online? By using video, discussion boards, personal feedback, and interactive tools, teachers can create a sense of community. What if a learner struggles with self-regulation? Providing time management tips, checklists, and regular reminders can help develop these skills. Are all learners equally suited for online learning? No. Individual differences such as self-regulation skills, learning preferences, and access to technology can influence success. By understanding and addressing these factors, both educators and learners can harness the full potential of online learning.